This is a conversion from Q&A by Symantec, a discontinued product, but a pretty good one, started in 1985, and to Microsoft Access. So we converted the database, but we also like to make the file look nice. We go to File, Search the database, and go through the records. You see this particular form has 4 forms to it. Here's page 2, and then page 3 and 4. And we made it look pretty much like that in Access. So bring up the form. We'll bring up the form over here. The form for accumulation. And then the record pointer at the bottom. Record. Let's just go to the different records. We can look at it in a spreadsheet form as well. And Q&A has somewhat of a spreadsheet view when you go to File and search the database. Alt F6 lets you look at it like a spreadsheet. But there are only so much that you can see on the screen. Okay, there are also formulas. You go Design and Program the form. We'll see there are numbers on each field used to help in calculations. Here's a lookup formula. Here's another one where it looks up into another table. Access is relational, so it does that much more easily. And many cells to be filled in, kind of a grid here. This is adding up the seconds. And these formulas we can also reproduce in Access. See, here's lookup functions. You can also move things into tabs rather than page by page. So the user can go to this grid, or the next page has more calculations. Okay, let's take a look at another one. It's called the efficiency calculations. And this has 8 pages to it. Okay, so we converted that into Access. And instead of pages, it has different tabs. These are like pages, so you can keep the top the same to help you keep your place. Which ID we're on, or which container we're talking about. Okay, now this form has many calculations. We go to Design, Program, and set the program in the form. We'll see again many lookup functions. There's some adding rows and columns, if statements. There are quite a lot of forms here. There's 800. And to get those into Access, in the design view, we'll need to do that. So we put the numbers that Q&A has, like 3240, and we do that as well on the front of the field names. Next, we go to get the formulas. So we developed a procedure for that to make a macro to fill in the fields. With the Q&A extract program, we extracted all the formulas. And then that is put into the form of a macro, keystrokes, necessary to type in the label and the formula. So, let's see how that works. We go to the table, or EFF, bring it up into design view. It has the fields as they were exported from Q&A. But we want to put the formulas in as well. So, we can do that very easily. We run the macro, and there it goes, putting all the formulas in. And putting the numbers in front of the field names so it's easier to tell which formula goes with which field. That's something we have not been able to automate because it just takes figuring out. You got to figure out what formula goes with which field. But these numbers help, putting in the numbers. You should see field 0402 should match field 402. Field 0403 matches field 403. So this runs, saving a lot of time. So we can get our projects to our clients sooner with great accuracy. To do this all by hand would be very difficult. Alright, and when it's done, I'll have the forms working and calculating just as they do in Q. We enter these formulas from Q&A into Access using the description as a guide. Now we still have to do the formulas in the format that Access uses them. Access uses field names rather than numbers. So we've temporarily combined the numbers and the names for the purpose of doing the conversion. Then at the end, the numbers will not be necessary. We can go back to all user-friendly names. All the features that you enjoyed in Q&A, you can enjoy even more with Microsoft Access. Thank you.